Okay, I just got my new Madstad 16-inch windshield in for a 2008 Goldwing. And here's just some little tips on what I figured out. And it's pretty easy to take out the old windscreen. You basically bend the mirror forward like this, and there's this screw here. There's two 10mm nuts on that. Unscrew those. And then there's these little tabs here that are connected into the fairing too. You just got to be real easy. I used a little pick and just kind of work it out slowly. Try not to rip those. And then on the front here of the fairing, I just used one of these here, little popper, whatever you call those things for rivets or what. But I reach up in there and then just pull it out, because you've got these two grommets here that the front fairing fits into. So you just work that out real easily, slowly, and it comes out no problem. And then you've got an 8mm bolt that screws into right here. You just unscrew that. That's a part of this right here, the bottom part of the fairing there. And then it just kind of slides out and up, and remove that. And then, oh, you also have to, sorry, the 5mm or hex bolts, you remove these two here, and the Phillips on each side here, and keep these brackets, because of course these are going to be for the new plate here. And then when you put this back on, you put your bracket onto the mounting plate first, and of course the adjustments go on the inside, like facing forward. And then the outside of the windshield is the Phillips bolts, and those are held on by, it's a plastic washer on the outside of the windshield, then there's a rubber washer on the inside, and then this right here, you just want to tighten it down to where it's just ballooned out just a little bit like that. You don't want to go too overboard. And then the bracket for the mounting plate here is the 4mm bolts. And then there's I think it's just a metal washer underneath it, and the locking nut. You mount this bracket to the base plate first, and then I mounted the base plate to the bike, and just put the hardware back on from the old windshield. You put, I did these two here, and there's a setting for the, like, 5 clicks from the bottom up to the top, and you raise it all the way up, push it to where it won't move at all anymore, and then push it all the way down to where it clicks, and then you can raise it up a notch, I did it 2 notches, but you can adjust that if you need to. They said at Madstad either 1 to 2 clicks is fine. And then basically just put the front fairing back on there after you get all this together, all the windscreen. And boy, this windscreen compared to the old, crystal clear. And the old one, it's hard to tell because it's on the ground, but the coating is coming off, and it just looks horrible. And well, it lives with that for geez, since 2008, I guess. Well, I bought it used, but it's pretty old. And the bike's, of course, filthy too. I haven't washed that in probably a month, I bet. But it's kind of funny when you take this apart, all the bugs and stuff up underneath here. And here's a locust. He's probably done some iron butts with me. Traveled a lot of miles, and I'm excited to try it. Just got to put the front bearing back on and go give it a test ride. And the 16 inches, I know the tallest, they said you can go 12-inch, but I can see over this, and I ride 2 up probably 90% of the time, so that'll help with my wife and help maybe the air clear her a little bit too. And you can always tilt it, so if I needed it down more or whatever, or adjust it up and down a little bit. But I'm excited, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.